I really enjoyed Avengers Endgame. It was a pretty satisfying ending to the series. I know the series isn't technically completely done yet, but the major story arc is done, and I feel like it was wrapped up pretty thoroughly. It didn't leave any loose ends that I noticed. You would expect that it would look like it had the biggest budget of any of the Marvel movies, but so much of it was so character-based and so relatively little of it is action that it doesn't look like it really cost all that much. A lot of the movie is setting up character development and motivation. That stuff doesn't take a lot of special effects. I wouldn't be surprised if the majority of the budget was spent on paying the actors. Given how many characters there are, they didn't all get the screen time I would have liked them to have. On the whole, though, I thought the character screen time was pretty well balanced. I feel like Infinity War didn't give Captain America enough to do, but he gets lots to do in Endgame. There are a lot of really awesome Captain America related scenes. Some of them are very fan-servicey, but in a good way. It doesn't seem like it was just thrown in for no reason. It all seems plausible and natural rather than forced in. Captain Marvel maybe could have been given a bit more to do. What she's given to do is pretty cool, but I think she could easily have been given a little bit more. Ant-Man and Hawkeye, who weren't in Infinity War at all, are given a ton of screen time. Hawkeye is more consequential and feels more important in this movie than he was in any of the other Marvel movies. He's really instrumental in illustrating the emotional weight of what's at stake for the characters. The humor is pretty good. Humor in superhero movies is often pretty cringy. And not every joke is good, but it's not excessive, it doesn't feel unnatural, and the funniest lines, in my opinion, come from Captain America. Thanos is important in this one, but far less time is spent on battling him specifically than in the last one. In Infinity War, it seems like a lot of time was spent on getting to know him as a character. He isn't really developed any further in this one. No more time is spent examining him or his backstory or his motivations. Because of that, he comes off as more of a generic bad guy in this one rather than a complex person. The ending is pretty great. It had a lot of emotional weight to it. It felt like there was a lot of sadness that was earned and not cheaply schmaltzy, and a lot of really awesome wonderfulness that was also earned. It really feels like certain things are settled and have a finality to them, and other things are being set up to move forward. Although the movie is 3 hours long, I felt like the third act could have been significantly longer without feeling excessive. Because this is the last movie in a long story arc, you don't go into this movie knowing which characters are going to survive. I mean, some of them have movies coming out in the future, so I guess you know those ones are going to survive, but you don't know who else will. And that makes it feel like lots of characters are in genuine danger. So yeah, I really like this movie. I think it's the best of the Marvel movies. The Marvel movie I like second best was Spider-Man Homecoming, and it's better than that one.